the next thing I want to talk about, this ain't really no, big deep ass topic to be speaking on, but it's reality. It's a part of life. I want to speak on this shit. It's involving racism, prejudice. Just bigotry. Motherfuckers who, oh, I got black friends, I got white friends. I'm not like that. But you constantly, making all these little offensive ass remarks and shit. And one thing I noticed about certain people, some people play like that. They call it jokes, but the dude I used to work with told me, he said, somebody, his uncle or somebody told him, he said, man, that joke all the time, play all the time, that always saying, I was just kidding. He mean half that shit he's saying. You know what I'm saying? But this what the situation was. I was at work, and what they had me doing is what you call a hole watcher. You know, we got uh, guys that go inside these confined spaces and do work, refractory work. And I'm the dude on the outside that's documenting the time, monitoring the air inside the confined space and all that other stuff, right? So it's this one dude, black dude, was hopping in the hole, and the hole had lights in it. It was kind of dim in there, but it still was lit up. And he hopped in, and the dude, the boss's son, right? He made a little remark. He was like, "Yo, where'd you go, man? Where'd you go?" Like as if to say, "You so black." As soon as you jumped in there, I couldn't see you. And the other white dude, it was like his first day. And he laughed, and I looked, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, I see what he meant. And so the black dude's like, "What you said, man?" "Oh, I ain't saying that, man. Go ahead." So he went on ahead. So I was just standing there, just feeling like he tried me. I was like, I'm getting sick of these motherfuckers always saying little bullshit like this, man. This shit offended, man. I don't. And before we started working at this job, because I was a part of one of the first little waves of people that they brought out here, we had a big safety meeting and well, a big ass meeting about a lot of stuff that they weren't gonna tolerate, and racism was one of them. You know, we up here in Virginia, man. It's the original birthplace of the Ku Klux Klan. You got motherfuckers from Oklahoma and wherever the fuck else they stay at that work for my company, and that's out here. So when they said that, I was like, well, that's just protocol. It's still gonna be racist shit going on, even in the portables. They're gonna have that shit wrote on the wall. Fuck Obama, kill all niggas, and. So anyway, I waited. I waited like 2 minutes maybe, and he had walked off into this other area, and I went and caught him by himself, and I walked up. I said, man, let me ask you something, man. What you gotta ask me, BD? What's up? What's up? What's up? I said, man, what you meant by that shit you just said, old boy? What you talking about, man? When you said, where'd you go? Like you couldn't see him, like he's just so black. What that shit was about? That's it. Oh no, no, I didn't. I said, nah, man. I'm thinking it sounded like something racist, like a little inside joke, because I noticed the other white dude laughed, and then when he asked you, the black dude asked you what you said, you ain't want to tell him. I peeped it, and I'm just here to let you know that, man. I don't appreciate that shit. I had respect for you, but now I just lost it, man. No, 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 no. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't. No, my girlfriend's Mexican. I'm not like that. And I don't give a fuck about what your girlfriend is, man. And now he telling me about the white dude. Oh, the one who laughed. Now he's like that. He's always nigger this and nigger that. And I say, you know what? But I can respect that because I bet you when he doing that, he at home. You know, it's like, come on, man. We ain't perfect neither. We be y'all cracking this, cracking that. We say that same shit. But I make sure I don't say nigga or cracker when I'm at work. I make sure I don't say that shit. If you slip up and hear me say nigga, it's because you don't walk into one of our conversations, and now that I know you there, it's not gonna get said no more. You know, it's like, come on, man. Everybody don't operate like I do though, but I'm just here to tell you that, man. Look, you gotta have respect for everybody. I know you ain't grew up around black people, one black soul over where you grew up at, but now that you here in this real world working, and you got all these different ethnic groups on this job site, come on, man. Don't play. Don't play, man. I don't appreciate that shit, because I can easily, go do like they say and go report that shit he said. So what he wound up doing was going back to other people and his dad, the boss on our crew, telling them about I'm being sensitive and I'm taking shit the wrong way and so now I start noticing motherfuckers coming from different angles trying to test me and make me blow up so I can get myself shipped out of here. And I'm seeing this shit and I'm like, look at this right here. It always been like, I remember my mom used to tell me stuff about on her job. She worked at Baptist Medical Center. And I always knew Baptist was a good hospital. The Jaguar players go there, but I did not know Baptist had a racist ass background. They got all that money. They don't give a fuck about us like that. If you black, you should carry your ass to university. What they call it, Shands now. Get your ass over there to Shands. You gotta have some money to come to Baptist. And even then, we might not even really, we don't give a fuck about you like that. We just want that money. And she say how she used to speak out on things, and people started treating her like that too, like she was just an activist or some shit, like she just being, just so pro-black that she can't stand nobody else. Nah, she was just like, I just want y'all to respect, where I'm coming from. That shit offend me. Don't do it around me. Hopefully you won't, and I'd appreciate it, cause I ain't gonna do nothing to offend you, and if I do, I appreciate you telling me that so I can cut that shit out. You know, but I just don't get why people be so weak. To try to provoke you to, do some shit that they thought that you was gonna do, like on some stereotypical shit. Like, yeah, I can just fuck with him, I just play these mind games with him. You can't. That shit don't work on me, dog. So what I did was looked at it like one of my coworkers said. You got to look at it like a businessman. You here to make this money. You got to do what you got to do. You pick your battles, basically. And I knew that much. But what he said made it easier because once I went to work, instead of having the chip on my shoulder, I just be there ready to work. Like, what's up? I see you throwing tools around. You mad at some shit. I might wait a while and don't say nothing to you, but say something to the other dude who I know ain't is, got as much animosity towards me as you do because I check you. Ask the other dude what the problem is in them. Oh, well, these so and so and this and that. And they more than happy to fill me in. My day go a little better. I ain't even thinking about your ass. I might say something to you like, yeah, we'll let you know about it. What'd you say? Like, just look at it. This motherfucker think I'm finna violate so he can really go. So this shit is ridiculous, man. But I just can't wait till I reach my goal so I can say mission accomplished. You motherfuckers did not win. I got to win. If life a game, I'm finna win this bitch. But really, to me, life ain't no fucking game, and I ain't playing. I'm dead serious, huh? That's right. Um, just saying. I don't know. The longer you live, man, you just realize that we ain't here for nothing, man. It's like practice. It's about getting better at this shit. Whatever you learn, man, you gotta apply that shit. You can learn, the dictionary back and forth, but it ain't no good unless you use the fucking words, you know, for whatever. You can use it for good or bad. But it ain't got no power to it unless you use it. And I ain't trying to do no bad or cause no harm on nobody and shit, but, I ain't no fucking pushover neither. I'm all about self-defense, whether it's verbally, mentally, or physically, spiritually, whatever. I'm with it. If you got that wicked shit, flowing out you and trying to direct it over here, boom, I'm gonna block that shit and shield it and keep that shit away from motherfuckers, that don't need to be affected by that shit or infected with that kind of sickness. But hey, you gotta live and learn, man. Some of these motherfuckers is just in their nature to be like that, just not want to, understand or overstand how people are and how you supposed to respect everybody, regardless of how big or small or rich or poor you is. People here, we respect motherfuckers if they did it. Like, oh, he got that money, he did it. Oh, Jay-Z, he doing it big. He this and that. Oh, da-da-da, this and that, man. But in my mind, I'd be like, shit, that shit he talking about some fuck shit. If I was 12 years old growing up to this shit, I'd be a fuck nigga eventually, because I think it's all about bling, 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 bling. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You gonna get somebody robbed and killed, man, for trying to be you. You know. And you can't really just blame one person. It's just a mentality that everybody got, man. It's just like you go to different cities or different states. You got different kind of people. The majority of the people move one way. Everybody ain't the same, but compared to your state or your city, you can see a big ass difference. It's like that, man. But I don't know if I got really nothing else to say about that. It's like they say, it is what it is, right? But it ain't like you can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers always be like, oh, it's a white man world, we just in it. I don't believe that shit. This ain't his motherfucking world. Is you stupid? If this is his world, why the fuck this motherfucker can't go out in the sun but for so long? Why the sun tearing your ass up and it bring life to everything else? Why I can go in the sun and recharge and be, producing more melanin, you know? If this your world, why you trying to tear this bitch up? Hmm. Why you don't want me to know, the real me? Why you want me to be like you and you want to be like me on the slick tip, though? Why you trying to label people all the time, man? Cut that shit out. There's some good white people out there, you know. Just like there's some good black people, it's the same thing, man. You got the assholes on the front line representing the whole race fucking it up. And you got some other motherfuckers who be buying into that shit. Niggas who bow down, look up to their ass, and chop your fucking neck off to say they own. Vice versa, I just be like, man. But I feel good when I speak on it, though. Let you know where I'm coming from and you can't fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just glad these ain't them times that, our ancestors had to come up here, because I'll be the nigga that get killed. They'll tie me to the horse and set me on fire, and let the horse, split me open. I'll be the example, But now, they just motherfucking get you from long distance, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be by sniper bullet or motherfucking frosted flakes, you know what I'm saying? They gonna throw that shit in your food, doing studies on what you eat, what black people like to eat. Well, put that shit in their food next year. You dumbass niggas still be, All right, man, let me stop. I'm through.